Mm-hmm. Back at you with another video. Exclusive. Coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com. Off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Yeah. What up, what up, what up? Top Speed in the house. I'm doing good, man. It's another Sunday, man. No matter what I'm doing, I'm always stopping to listen to you. Hey, man, that means you're getting something out of it. And that's a good thing. What up, Malcolm? That's a good thing. It's a good thing, man. You wasn't getting nothing out of it, I wouldn't be here anymore. I'm still trying to find a prom date. Man, you still on that prom thing, man? Come on, man. It's not that you making this too difficult. It's not that hard. You're making it way too difficult. Top Speed. It's not you're thinking too much. You think long, you think wrong. I always remember that. You think long, you think wrong. You know? Yeah. Think long, you think wrong, man. It's not really. You gotta have. You want the women to chase you, not you chase them. Top Speed. You gotta flip the game. That's what I did years ago. I just want to prove all of these girls wrong. The ones that said I will be going by myself. Oh, don't get caught up in what the women say. They just be talking, especially them young girls. Young girls that's talking like that, they don't even know who they are yet. They still trying to find themselves. So I wouldn't get caught up in that. G-Star coming to you from the land of the kangaroo. Australia in the house. That's good. Baby sex and headaches. Yeah, yeah. Top Speed, just go get the book, man. That's what G-Star said. Just go get the book. If you go get the book, Top Speed, you won't have these problems ever. You start to see things clear. You have a breakthrough. Read the book at least 5 to 10 times. You have a breakthrough. You won't be trying to figure out how to get a prom date anymore or any date anymore, regardless. If you want to really take it there, but you should be focused on your studies. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying. It's not really that complicated. The more you understand people, the easier your life tends to get. And women are not the exception to the rule. The more you understand women, you won't fall into a lot of these traps and hang-ups, and you won't be caught off guard, or you won't be one of those guys that be like, "Oh, I can't believe you did this to me." It's going off on the internet crying. I can't believe you did this to me. He's calling her names. He's crying, begging her to come back. Come on, man. This guy's on the internet doing videos like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Guys on Facebook begging. Hey, come on, man. What are we doing? What are you doing out? What's going on out here? I used to laugh at them guys, but I don't do that no more. Because I have a sense of compassion for them. I'm like, oh, man. He's begging for her, the girl. Oh, no. Poor little sap. A lot of my friends did that raw dog prom night high school sex and ended up with a baby mama. Yeah, a lot of girls get pregnant on prom night. You're right about that, Malcolm. I know a couple cats that did that, and their life ain't been the same since prom. I went to prom. I stayed at the prom for 10 minutes, and we left, man. We went to Myrtle Beach. Like the heck with this. This is bored. We stayed 10 minutes, man. Me and my partners, 10 minutes, and we left. It's best to focus on you and try get into college or military. There are plenty of good women in these places. Yeah, one thing I can say, man, women are everywhere. They're not going nowhere. There's more women than guys out here. So if everything else goes away, it's guaranteed to be a woman somewhere around. Guaranteed. You're having a baby because a lot of younger men get caught up in the pleasure and don't know the reality of having raw sex, not being able to support a child. You got that right, Malcolm. It's a waste of time to chase women. Even if you catch her, there is no guarantee she will stay. You need to make your own foundation. Poor little sap. Yeah, a lot of younger people don't understand because their parents don't talk to them. Because if the parents are uncomfortable talking to them about stuff like that, so if the parents do get real with a lot of the teenage kids, they'll be exposing themselves. So a lot of parents, they feel uncomfortable talking to the kids about sex, money, religion, almost anything. So a lot of the parents is really setting the teenage kids up for failure. Really. All because of their selfishness. They're so uncomfortable talking about certain things. Which is sad, really. They're neglecting their own kids. So if they're neglecting their own kids, what do you think they're gonna do when they meet you? You think they're gonna change? Look what they did to their kids. You think they're gonna have a new, I don't know, come into a new reality when they meet you? If they're neglecting their kids? Oh man. My parents spoke to me, but I still had to mess up to learn. Yeah, that happens sometimes, Malcolm. My father could have taught me more about women, but he didn't. I can't hold that over his head when his dad passed at 17. Oh, well, your dad, he only knew but so much if his dad passed away at 17, But at least he talked to you, though. Yeah, I know some parents, they don't talk about anything. They're very passive when it comes to most things. If the kids don't ask, they don't tell. It's that type of deal with the majority of parents. Unfortunately, yeah, my father was 28 years. Yeah, me too, man. My parents was together for 35 years before they passed away. 35 years. Yep. Today's society is built to destroy marriage. Yep. Today's society doesn't support marriage. That's true. There's so much things stacked against marriages lasting for long term today. And a lot of people don't even realize it. A lot of people think that the environment is set up for them to win. But no, the environment is set up for you to lose. Really? New York is raw. Women can have abortion at 40 weeks. Damn. Yo, that's 40 weeks? Wow. Now, why would a woman wait that long? Thank God. That might be painful at 40 weeks. God. I'm just saying, Yeah, man, it's a lot of just a different environment today, And like today we live in a culture where we live in a snitch culture today, where people are just telling on everybody today. It's like tattletale and gossiping. And a lot of guys are doing this, gossiping and tattletaling and snitching and guys on the internet are leaving negative comments, judging guys like they're women. And where they do this at? I've never been around guys like this or seen this when I was growing up. I've never in my life left a negative comment on YouTube after watching somebody's video. If I don't like the video, I'll just move on. I've never, ever left a negative comment under anybody's video, male or female. If I don't have anything good to say, I'll just keep it moving. But you got these guys now, they leave comments under my videos like I care. I'm supposed to care how you feel about me. Because you judge me in a certain type of way, or I'm supposed to be a certain type of way because you've been looking at a lot of television. I'm like, look, dude, if you don't like what I'm saying, or if I'm taking too long, move on and enjoy your rest of your life. I write these guys back under the comments. I say, yo, move on. This is not for you over here. There's a whole lot of other channels out here that they get to the point fast. Well, go over there. But no, they don't do that. They'll keep going on and on. As long as I keep going on, they'll go on. So they want me to go back and forth with them. I'm like, no, that's not man. That's like a woman. Women do that. Women want you to go back and forth with them. Have some respect about yourself, some honor. That's not very man-like at all. But a lot of guys, they don't get it because maybe they didn't have a balance when they was growing up with both of their parents. I don't know. Maybe their dad didn't have a lot of influence in their life. I don't know. Or maybe their mom was masculine. I don't know. But they had a different experience from me. I know that much, Yeah, I do block a lot of them. I do delete a lot of the comments too. And then some of these people are just trolling. So I don't take none of them serious. But I just never seen that until I came online. And then I started working different jobs in different environments. And then I was like, yeah, this stuff is this mentality for guys is starting to spread like wildfire out here. Guys are very emotional and sensitive. I mean, it used to be where there was like a man code, like unspoken. You could almost talk to guys about anything. But you can't do that anymore. A lot of these guys, you got to walk around on eggshells, just like women now. Yeah, it's like, what's going on out here? It's weird, man. We're in it's a different energy out here today. It's like it's if you can have a man and a woman sitting down at a table having a conversation, and certain environments, it's the same type of energy coming from the man and the woman sitting down at the table with you. And I'm like, whoa, man, it's kind of different here. Whoa, it's crazy, man. But you know, it's just a different time. A lot of single mothers don't understand. They are setting up their kids. Yeah, but that could be true. But for what negative behavior folks have so much to say but don't have their own. Yeah, I challenge a lot of people. I say, hey, go start your own channel and see how it goes. And get at me in about, I told her, I said, I give you 6 months. You quit. Tell me how it goes in 6 months. That's the end of that. That's the end of that chat. I let those who are versed in certain topics and subjects create content, and I simply learn and grow as an individual. I've said it before, your laid back style offends certain people. Well, it probably does offend certain people because, I'm not wild and obnoxious and loud, and that's just not my style. Some people, they get on here and jumping up and down and calling people name in the chat and cracking on people, and then you have, when they interview people, they're trying to catch the other person in a jam. That's not my style. That's like that shock and awe type interviews that a lot of people do. That's just not my style. I would never bring anybody on and try to get them in a jam. They might tell you a story, something that happened with them, and then you'd be like, you try to get them in a jam where it's like, you try to twist your words and make it seem like they meant one thing, but they meant another. Come on, man. So there's a lot of people that do that. When I was a kid, I never saw a man on the phone talking about other people, especially about people with clothing. I saw a brother on the cell saying, you should see these on the shoes. Yeah, you have a lot of guys they judge other guys. They judge men and women. You have guys that will look at a man like a woman today. I've never seen that. I didn't grow up around guys like that. That's kind of weird. If a guy did that back in the day, looked at another guy like he looked at a woman, they'd think he's kind of fruity. Guys would be like, hey, he might be a little like that, buddy. That wasn't a common thing back in the day. And then you have some guys, they're jealous of other women. That's another thing. That's a new thing now. Guys are jealous of women that they're dating, that they're in a relationship with. I'm like, well, wait a minute. It's usually the opposite whenever it occurs. Well, women are usually jealous of the guy. That's not far-fetched. That happens from time to time because it becomes competition for whatever reason. So that occurs, but the new thing now is a lot of guys are jealous of the women. I'm like, huh? Why are you jealous of a woman? Well, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, everything a woman has comes directly or indirectly from a guy. So that doesn't make any sense. It's weird. Apple Mac in the house. Yeah, I know, man. They don't be notifying some people. Some people get it, some people don't. I think they hating on me, man. Well, yeah, they've been doing that. Man, we were hopping, playing 21, going to different parts of town, bulling women, going to the skating ring, Mike, and playing hide and go get it. A lot went down, never enough time to focus on the other men. Yeah, it's like it's weird, man. A lot of guys they're doing things that it's just kind of weird, man. You know. So I always say I bend, but I don't break for nobody. I'm not gonna compromise who I am for man, woman, anything. I bend, but I don't break. I'm not gonna go but so far. I'm not gonna do it. But I know there's there's a lot of people out here today where they can be bought. Most people can be bought. That's what it is. 404 era when I try to get notifications. I wonder why that is. Feminizing us, man, we have to stay strong. You're right, be great. A lot of brother gossip, like, yeah. I mean, guys always gossip, but not like today. Today they really take things a new level. And another thing I would say is a lot of guys don't have no passion, no purpose in life. And this is a problem because one of the reasons one of the reasons why a lot of guys are lost. A lot of guys will say, "Hey, man, I got the job, I got the crib, I got the car, I got the clothes, I got the women," but they'll say something missing. So I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "I don't know, man. I'm just not happy." So I'm like, "Yo, you working the job? You like your job?" He said, "Yeah." "You like where you live?" "Yeah." You you like the people that's around you?" "Yeah." Well, so I don't know what's bugging you. And a lot of times, it's what they're doing. It's the money that they like, but they don't necessarily like what they do. Because what happens is a lot of people will sacrifice what they do for something that they always wanted to do in the past. So, like, then I asked them, "Hey, you got any hobbies?" "No, not really." So all they do basically is just work. No hobbies. A lot of them are uptight. It's kind of like they just do whatever they do to bring the money in, but they don't do anything that they're passionate about. I mean, they don't even volunteer for anything. They don't. So that's why you have to have a sense of purpose in life. At some, you don't have to be the earlier you find it, the better. This is something that comes with experience. You have to just try different things. Nobody can tell you what your purpose is in life. You have to. It's like a process you have to go through. You have to try different things, and over time, you're gonna find that, hey, you can do this thing with your eyes closed. But for most people, it's difficult. So the idea is to just take what you're passionate about and make it your lifelong career. That's the whole idea. You know, you say he was lost for years. Yeah, I was like that. I was like that too in my 20s. Up to my even in my early 30s, like 32. I was still, you know, still kind of lurking out there, you know. By the time I hit by the time I turned 34, that's when I was like, oh, I got it now. This is it. This is it, baby. You know. Having no direction. Well, even if you have direction, it might not be the right direction. You might the intent behind the direction might not be there. You know, most people do what they think they have to do to survive, but not what they really want to do. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true too. A lot of people are not in a position to experiment too. You know, that's another thing. You know, but you're gonna have to sacrifice something. That's just, and it's probably gonna have to be time. You gotta probably have to cut out going to the football game every Friday or looking at the football game every Sunday. Well, football come on what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So there's a sacrifice. Probably gonna have to sacrifice time, because you probably won't be able to sacrifice the money from your job, because unless you have a trust fund or something like that. I'm just saying, you know, but that's not the case for most of us. So you're probably gonna have to sacrifice time away from hanging with your buddies or hanging with the girls, and you know, you can't do what everybody else do if you want to get to where you want to get to, or at least have the opportunity to get in the position that you want to be in. I'll tell you that much. There's no free lunch. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have some people that'll help you, but ultimately you're going to have to put in the work and the time. Yeah, you have to get in a new environment and, you know, meet new people. That's a must. Go to a conference. Go to a workshop in your area. Join Toastmasters. All that stuff. Get into personal development. All that stuff is going to help. The best investment you can make is yourself in the beginning. I always say, I'll bet on myself any day to the death. I'll bet on myself any day to the death, because I know nobody's going to stop me, and I'm going to win. I'm going to win. If I get past the smoke, because when you get past the smoke, you got to get past the lies, get past the smoke. Then you get to the truth. Then you be like, oh, okay, I understand how to do this now. Boom. Most people are not going to get past the smoke, because you got to get past the lies first. Because anything you commit to in the beginning, you got to get past the lies. And any area of activity, I don't care what job, what career, what area, what environment, you got to get past the lies first. That's how this system is set up. Basically, anything that you hear somebody talk about, just know they're not telling you the whole truth. They tell you just enough to get you in. That's usually how it works. I thought I was okay because I was in a suit in the office and not doing physical hard work like everybody I saw around me. No, man. Some of these office jobs are worse than working labor jobs. I've worked labor jobs and office jobs. Man, I think working outside is much easier. For real, for real. The politics in these offices, man, I'm like, man, this is crazy. People are telling on you every hour. Somebody's ratting. I mean, making up stuff. I'm like, then they pull you in the office 2 weeks later, and you don't even remember. Even if you did do it, you don't even remember. You don't even know what's going on. I'm like, what? They say, hey, you was on the internet on a dating website. I'm like, what? Then you got, when was this? 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. You know how many websites I was on 3 weeks ago up until this point? I'm like, that's what you got to deal with in most of these office jobs. They track certain people too on the computer. You know, every computer has a tracking system in these offices. You know, so it's like, it's crazy, man. You have to get out and go to conferences or be around like my. Yeah, you got to get out and meet different people. No doubt about it. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. Right now, I'm going to pass up on a job paying $70K because I just don't want to work for nobody no more, no matter what. Working outside is easy. You're going to deal with the bullshit and also you're dealing with nature and just enjoy the environment. Yeah, I think working outside is much easier based on my experience. For real. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Especially if you're around, especially if a lot of women like you at these jobs, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse if women are attracted to you, and if the guys in the office know the women are attracted to you. Oh my God! And especially if a woman is attracted to you, but you don't pay her any attention. Oh my God. That's the worst thing you want to do in the office. You be in the office and don't pay a woman any attention, and you know she's attracted to you, don't ignore her. God, don't do that. I did that. Boy, that was a mistake, boy. That woman was making up all kind of stuff on me, man. And then turns out, this was like months later, they said this is when I'd already quit and moved on and got a new job and everything. Turns out that the reason why that woman was harassing me like that and telling on me like that, because she liked me. And I'm like, oh my God. This is the word that came back to me. I'm like, you got to do all of this to show that you interested in somebody? It's ridiculous. Man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I was, a lot of women, I said in a previous video, man, they're not good. A lot of women are not better communicators than guys. I said this in a video a couple of days ago. I haven't found women to be better communicators than guys. No better or no worse. In some cases, they're worse. Because a lot of women are immature and they don't either are afraid to express themselves to the guy or just don't know how to do it. So when that happens, they'll talk to the girlfriends. And that's when the relationship goes downhill in most cases. I was delivering, driving for years. I enjoyed being out in the building. I always came back to the office hearing ladies' BS. I was so glad I didn't get caught up. Right, got two of the three bosses, fucking female employees, who they directly manage over, and they get away with murder. Well, yeah, they can get away with that, Apple Mac, because they management, so they can get away with that. But you can't get away with that. You're not management. You get away with it. If you try to do the same thing they do with them women, oh boy, it's gonna be chaos. Because as soon as one find out that you screwing the other one, that's where the problem gonna come out. Now hit the like button. Share this video. Hit the like button. Share the video. Yeah, so you gotta be aware of the environment you're in and what happens in the environment that you're in, especially in the workspace. I've gotten more out of women being honest and telling them I'm not looking for relationships when I don't need anything at the moment as far as companionship, so they come at me straight up. Definitely enjoy socially inclined work settings, but also working independently. The women I've dealt with in the past year or two have made insecurities, and they tell you about past stories of molestation and abandonment. Yeah, that's hidden a lot of times. Yeah, man, things, it happens, man. Another thing, a lot of guys, they're cowards today. That's another thing I've been noticing a lot lately. There's a lot of guys are cowards out here. There's no courage. I mean, it's like they don't stand for anything. God, what's going on out here, man? I'm not saying you should start a revolution. I'm just saying you should stand for something. I mean, it's kind of like if a woman thinks about you or anybody thinks about you, what do they think? Like, okay, Trump, that's a good example. When you think about Trump, what do you think? Regardless of what you think about him, you think something about him. You know where he stands. That's the position you want to put yourself into. You don't got to be like him, but when a woman thinks about you, or when people think about you, you want them to feel a certain type of way. You don't want them to have to guess, or you don't want her to have to guess, or the people around you to have to guess. They know where you stand. But if you're all over the place, now you're acting like a woman now. That's what women do. Women are all over the place. Trump equals Jesus. Well, they call him the great white hope. Some people call him that. I walk a trail with them, get them in environments where there's some forced to let the car down and talk one-on-one on dark movie theaters, no dinner table. Yeah, that's good, Malcolm. That's good if you want to get to know her. Trump is a garbage that will say and do anything to put resources in his pockets, period. Yeah, I believe that. But at least you know that, Apple Mac. You know what time. You know what you're going to get with him. You know where he stands. That's my point. You know? He ain't my president. It's your president. But I respect his hustle, how he played the game. Yeah, you got to respect the hustle. Hallelujah. That's funny. I haven't heard nobody say hallelujah in a long time. That's funny. Where are you from? That's funny. That's really funny. You sound like one of them fellas that you sound like one of them fellas that's stuck in the 80s. Hallelujah. Your lingo is out of date, buddy. I represent the true world, and not it's fake. They show us Trump will get. Oh, I think he'll get reelected too. I agree 100%. Yeah, I think the stuff Trump's saying, he's really being honest about how a lot of people really feel in this country. So I don't have a problem with anything he say. I respect people that are got the courage to be honest and say what's on their mind, really. I don't have to like it at all, but at least I know where he stands. I don't have to figure out what's going on. No. He already told me where he stands, so I don't got to guess. That saves time. All right, are you ready for the summer? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm ready for the summer. No doubt. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not too much into the Trump talk. I just noticed he didn't get this outlash in the 80s and 90s, it seemed. Folks love him because of his money and influence. Yeah. Just remember, Jesus always loves you. Like, see, Garrett in the house. Well, when told his man. Hey, I think Trump. I think Trump might have been on my live chat last week. I forgot what video it was though. I think he might have. Oh, I remember is when I was talking about Nipsey Hussle in the live video. I think Trump might have jumped on. At first, I didn't believe it was him, but something he said, I was like, that sounds like something he would say. So this might be him for real. He came on the chat and said something like, "Why are you talking about Nipsey Hussle? Nobody cares about him. You need to be talking about me." So when he said that in the chat, I was like, "Oh, this might be him for real." This was he say grab her. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say nothing but no woman. He just talking about Nipsey, because that's what I was talking about in the video. So man, it's like when you're out here, man, either you're a leader or a follower, man. When you're out here. And you can't be a leader without being a follower. You can't be a chief without being an Indian. It's impossible. You can't jump. There's a lot of people out here looking for shortcuts or tips or cheat sheets. Cheat sheets. There's a lot of people looking for that. What up, DJ? Shady. Thomas the devil, his hustle is undeniable. Trump banks, aka Trump stacks. Yeah, you gotta respect his hustle. You know, you have to crawl before you. Yeah, you have to crawl before you walk, man. There's no way around it, really, man. But the best part about it, man, once you learn whatever you need to learn, it gets much easier. Your life gets much easier. That's the thing. You never have to start all over again. But if you try to cheat or jump or look for a shortcut, it's gonna fall apart. And you have to start all over again. Then you're gonna be mad, disgusted, and busted. And you're gonna start pointing the finger, man, you did this, man. And you did this. And you start name calling your woman. Oh, it's your fault. You either leave, follow, or get out the way. Yeah, they used to say that in the Navy. They say either lead or get the hell out of the way. I don't know to praise the dollar people. I believe in energy being more valuable than the inner workings of this world is deeper than most understand. Yes, that's true, Malcolm. That's true. It's a man make the money. Money don't make the man. If the money makes you, who are you when the money's gone? That's what you're gonna have to ask yourself. You know, and you can use money to do a lot of things. You can use money to manipulate women, manipulate people. But when the money's gone, now you're in trouble. You're in trouble. See, when you play the money game. I know a lot of guys that play the money game. But I'm like, yo, man, you're playing a dangerous game there. When that money's gone, boy, you in trouble. And all those people gonna be gone. You might have one person left. Money don't have nothing to do with being alpha or masculine, or it don't even have anything to do with being beta. Really. You know, I don't like using those terms. I mean, when I was growing up, they just said, hey, this is how you be a man. No one was saying you're alpha, masculine, or beta. I never heard any of those terms until like 10 years ago. You know, I'm like, what the heck is that? You know, like, okay. So I say, hey, that's called being a man. That's all. They say, oh, okay, yeah. You know, it's like you ask people definitions of words. I said, that's called being a man. That's all. You know, that's what I heard when I was growing up. You know, it's like, yeah, let's just keep it simple. That type of deal. Nothing great happens before it's time. You're just cheating yourself if you skip steps. Well, that's the thing. We live in an instant gratification society. Everybody wants things fast. Stuff, if it doesn't happen fast, that means it doesn't work. If it doesn't happen fast, that means it doesn't work. Please explain what you mean by you cannot be a leader without being a follower. Do you mean that you first have to stand for something? Well, meaning you have to pay your dues first. You have to build yourself first. Build confidence first. I mean, whether it's learning a skill set, whether it's just having the balls to do and say what you want to do. And then you turn around and be like, okay, Now, y'all, I did my time. I put in that work. Now it's time for me to move forward and show other guys, show other people how to do this thing. That's how you go from a follower to a leader. But you're going to have to stand for something in the beginning. There's no way of getting around it, you know? You can't be a leader without standing for something. It's impossible, you know? Leadership is alpha. Yep. Soldier Boy got millions. He's still a Soldier Boy. You can't take. I don't know. People like him, I don't take them serious. A lot of these entertainers I don't take serious, to be honest, until proven otherwise. I mean, honestly, I don't know them. A lot of these entertainers personally, so and a lot of them I haven't met today. I met a lot of the older people that's been out for 20, 30 years. I met them in the past when I was growing up. A lot of these new guys, men and women, I never met them. So I can't really take anybody serious because they're entertainers. They're putting on a front, a facade, online and offline, and when they get on stage. Mariah Carey is a good example of that. Mariah Carey she's a real good example of that. It's like when the camera's off, she doesn't act like that. No. You know, she doesn't act like no diva when the camera's off. No. Meaning you have to put in the work and go through the trials and tribulations in order to withstand all the hate and noise around you to stay on the right course. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Danny in the house. It was a leader, but look what Malcolm became. To be honest, man, I don't really know the entire story of Malcolm X. To be honest, I don't really know how he grew up. So I've heard some things, but I don't know what's true or what's false. I got to read up on that. And he had a book out about how he grew up. I haven't. I got to read up more about Malcolm X. I don't know his entire story from how he grew up to how he became, how he got into Nation of Islam. I don't really know the entire story. I've seen a lot of clips and videos with Malcolm talking or whatever. Sounded like he was coming from a good place. He had good intentions. And people turn on him, that comes with territory too, by the way. If people are gonna turn on you, if you start like doing things outside the box, like what I'm doing right now, this is a good example of it. People are gonna turn on you. You start writing books, you start a blog, you start speaking, doing anything that most people don't do or won't do. There's some people gonna start acting funny style on you. That comes with the territory. That's just how that is. So get ready. If you like go about living your life like a boss, oh man, some people ain't gonna like that. They're gonna be like, "You're arrogant. You're arrogant. You're such a show off." And I've heard everything. Yeah, I heard he was a pimp back in the day. I heard about that, but I don't know how he grew up from like the cradle all the way to adulthood. Some of the stuff that I heard, some of it was lies. I could tell the way it was formatted, you know. And they always talk. See, the one thing I dislike is they always try to make people look bad when they're dead. Dead people can't defend themselves, man. I don't respect that. You talk about a dead man. You try to assassinate a dead man's character. That's low class, man. That's low class. You're like a scumbag, man. That There's no honor in that. There's no integrity in that. There's no honor and no integrity in that. You're like a low class scumbag, man. There's a lot of that going on. That's like that fool, was Kodak Black? He's made that comment about Nipsey. You gotta be a scumbag to say something like that. That's stuff like that. That's a good example of it. You believed in separation instead of integration. Integration didn't work out for us, man. DJ Shady, it didn't work out. I've heard MLK said it was a mistake. He was right. Alex Haley did a so-called bio on Malcolm X. Yeah, Alex Haley, he copied most of that stuff. He got sued in court. The movie did say anything also. Yes, his book did seem to have exaggeration. I often find myself turning everything off and hitting the reset button internally, but maybe play some George Washington Jr., smooth jazz, and hot shower. Sleep to follow. Yep. Objectivity. Okay, when a kid was very small, his dad was a preacher that had a problem with KKK and they killed him when Malcolm was a kid. The white insurance agency refused to pay on the policy. Now, and his last days was very woke. Yeah. Yeah, I think MLK realized that he made a mistake. He had good intentions, but he made a mistake. I think a lot of times, a lot of people, especially back in the day, they didn't realize what they were dealing with. And even to this day, there's some people, they get into stuff, they commit to stuff, and then when they get into it, they'll be like, whoa, wait a minute. If I would have known it's going to be like this, man, I would never commit to this. And I'm guilty for that too. There's certain jobs I took. I said, oh, man, this is kind of crazy. If I would have known it was going to be like this, I would have just stayed at the job that I had. So that happens. You know, I definitely believe it. Make sure you got all the weapons in the world when you separate, because they will immediately attack you. Oh yeah. Yeah, all good will be attacked. That's how that is. There's no way around that either. If you can't defend yourself, you're gonna be attacked. That's how that is. And man, when you live in your life, man, you have to be in the present, in the moment. I mean, you not saying you can't plan. You always have to make plans and have goals, dreams, aspirations, all that stuff. But try not to, don't focus on the result. Focus on the steps. Now you should know the end goal. You should know what having a sense of an idea of what do you want it to be. But focus on the process. They say life's a journey, but I say no. It's a process. No, I don't believe in them journeys. It's a process, not a journey. That's a cliche statement that people kind of throw around. Life's a journey. No, it's a process. That's all. It's just steps, step by step by step, step by step. You learn a little, you take a little action. That's all it is. You learn a new skill, you take action. That's really all it is. You in the beginning, you're gonna be horrible or you're gonna be bad. But if you keep going at it, if you keep swinging at the ball with the bat, you're gonna start hitting, and then you're gonna knock it out the park eventually. That's how the process works. Really, there's no way around it. And then, but once you start knocking them out the park, you ain't never gonna go backwards. Even if you do go backwards, you'll be able to do it again twice as faster as you did the first time. It's just like some people when they come from nothing and they get rich and then they lose it all. Maybe because they got divorced or whatever, right? And then they'll get rich again, tenfold, 10x. That's because they still have the skills. They still got their connections, their Rolodex, and still got the skills. So you didn't see them on the corner or starving because they had the skills. They still had the Rolodex. They still had the relationships with people. Now, the people that don't got relationships, that don't got skills, you see them on the corner. They homeless. You know? That happens, but it doesn't happen very often. Hunt and fish. White folks hate black folks, but white folks cannot stay. They ain't white ass. Yo, they're not gonna leave us. They're not gonna leave us alone, Apple Mac. They're always gonna come around. Doesn't matter. We can go to the North Pole. They're gonna follow us. What y'all doing down there? We're not built for survival off the land. We've been stripped of that natural essence. That's true, Malcolm. Europeans want the resources. Yup. It's white women going to trips to Africa for Mandingo. You got that right. They go to Haiti, go to Jamaica, go to Trinidad. You know. What up, Dion? Like the lottery winners always go broke. Well, the lottery winners, they never really had no skills in the first place. They just played a bet. That's all. They just got lucky. They just hit the number one day. That's it. That's like going to Vegas. Basically, if you hit the number, and then you go broke because you spent everything. Then a lot of those people are worse than they was in financial shape before they got the money. Because most of them don't pay no taxes on the money that they got. Not $1. So now they owe taxes to the IRS for money that they don't got no more. Oh, man. It's crazy. They can't compete with the sisters. Nope. There's no women that can compete with sisters, really. Not really. From the city, suburb, European women have a short shelf life. They look good for 18 until 30. Oh yeah, they don't last long. They don't last long, boy. That's why a lot of white women they get out of they try to get up out of that club real quick. Late 20s, they trying to get out that club because they know what time it is. They trying to get married, so they can have a couple babies and then they can manipulate the guys to stay with them in a marriage as long as they possibly can. Because, they had that baby, they can use them kids as leverage. And then eventually the guy gonna get tired of her because she gonna fall off and hit that wall. And then she gonna use everything, every leverage, every tool to her advantage, And then if he wants a divorce, if she don't fall out with him first, but if he wants a divorce, which in most cases she'll put him for the divorce. She gonna get alimony and she gonna get child support. And then when she get older, 35, 40, 50, it don't matter now. She can smash anybody. And it's always brothers out there, they'll smash them just because she's a white woman. Maybe she overweight and everything. They don't care. They'll still smash them, But it don't matter now because she got the checks coming in from her ex-husband. So it's all good. She don't give a shit. And then she might get lucky and meet and get married again. I've seen that scenario play out many times. Tennessee is a good state? I don't know. I've never been to Tennessee. I heard Nashville is alright to live, but that's all I know. I don't know I know very little about the other cities besides Nashville. Kansas City, Missouri, where it's very racist and segregated by gentrification. I live in Nashville now. Hunt and prep. Yeah, so what's up with Nashville, Malcolm? I heard it's a nice place to live. Is that true? What's been your experience? What's your opinion? Ever got the hype with white girl? Dealt with them in high school before they hit the wall. Yeah, yeah, before they hit the wall, man. William, it is what it is. The Great Wall never loses. The Great Wall always wins. Must be a Midwest thing. I'm from Kansas. What Tennessee has a lot of racist history. Good in what way? Please be exact, because it's clear Nashville is model for whites to thrive and blacks to be subject to the system openly. Oh, for real? Damn, man. It was talking about jobs. Job-wise. That's what people mainly talk about. Nashville. Job opportunities, basically. So that's not true? A good old boy system style city. Oh, okay. I know what you mean now. I just say it's 90-day wife shit and I feel where this happened. Got the fat, ugly ass old white lady from Georgia. What a sucker. But it's a lot of brothers like that. They'll get with these overweight women in these other groups, and they're happy. Like I'm like, man, that woman overweight. If you're gonna cross over, man, you got to go. You got to go big. You got your overweight woman in another group, and those guys in that group don't want her. If those guys in the group don't want her, I don't want her either. Man, what are we doing out here, man? These dudes crazy. Being white women for their femininity and common interests. What kind of common interests? Do you still take phone calls? I know last time we burned you out. Yeah, you can call. You can call up if you want. It's 800-315-8223. Yeah, call up. But the uppity blacks have their own good old boy system too. Just jobs are good. If you can't find a job, you're an idiot. Yeah, I heard about the jobs. Yeah, it's always so they got them Boulay brothers in in Nashville, them frat brothers. Yeah, them frat brothers. Yeah, call up if you have any questions. 800-315-8203. White women aren't anymore less feminine than black women. I'm tired of hearing that. I've dated both, and I'll tell you, it's what you tolerate and the foundation you build for. Yeah, I agree. White women are no better. I haven't really. That haven't been my experience. You know, white women are just as screwed up as any other group of women out here. Really. Let's just keep it real. Heavy boule in Nashville. Masonic Prince Hall influence. Oh, okay. They got them Boulay brothers. They got Boulay brothers in here and where I'm at too. And, you know, I call them professional ass kisses. That's what I call them. Hobbies, core values, beliefs, food. Core values. What kind of core values are you talking about? What beliefs? What food? What hobbies? Western society is getting worse. Of course. Stop listening to these black manosphere that all they dream about is white women. Oh, they do, Danny? What you talking? Hey, Danny, who are you talking about, Danny? You talking about O'Shea? O'Shea's website? I don't date white women. Never have. Y'all don't know about New Orleans bullshit, Boulay and all that light skin shit. Yeah, I know about Jack and Jill and yeah, I know about them. I've met a lot of these people in the past, but who cares? They're not running anything. Nobody's afraid of them. What do they own? That's end of story. Stop playing. Nobody's afraid of them in society. What do they run? They just kiss butt. That's all they do and get jobs. Come on, man. Stop playing. That's why I never pledge anything when I was in college. I don't want to be a boy. I almost became a Sigma. You know, I'm like, I don't want to pledge, man. I got to do all this. I got to kiss butt like you. Come on, man. Stop playing. That's not my style. Yeah. The thing that trips me out is they get crumbs in the table they deal. Yeah, and they're happy with the crumbs though. That's the thing, Malcolm. I don't want no crumbs. I want buffalo. There's no purpose. It's not constructive. Exactly. I want buffalo. I don't want no crumbs. I want buffalo. I don't want no crumbs. I don't want no leftovers. And they're very conscious of what they say around people. They be like, "Oh, don't talk like that." Come on, man. Stop playing. If I wake up 3 a.m. to go get a taco, it's gonna be for me then, man. I'm not eating another man's sperm off no crackers. Jeff Bezos' wife got $60 million in divorce, and they cheered. He's still rich. Oh yeah, he can afford to give up money like that. I'm surprised he ain't had a prenup. I want USDA grade of beef. Exactly. I want buffalo. I don't want no leftover. I like mine thick. Get it? I like mine thick. Get it? I like mine thick with meat on the bone. I like heavy features on mines with meat on the bones. I wanted to be a Kappa, but Kappa, they're pretty boys. But then I saw all that shit they did when pledging. I was like, ain't no way I'm going that shit without being so beating. Gotta eat your colorful veggies, fruits, less processed. Too many fibers. Yeah. A lot of these other women, man, women that are not of African descent, they don't have a lot of meat on the bone, man. Some of them do, but not many. But a lot of those women that do have meat on the bone, the guys in her culture, they don't want that. That's where I come in at. I'd be like, hey, I'll take her. Even if it's for one night. I hope to have a panel meet you one day and discuss the book and catch up, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, it's a small world, man. You never know, Malcolm. I've met a lot of people offline since I've been doing this. You just never know, man. I was on a live earlier, a guy from Charlotte talk like the girls give it up easy. Yeah, I don't believe it. In Charlotte, yeah, I would say there's some truth to that, Danny. There's some truth to that. It's not hard. I would say it's not hard. They do. It don't look right. Meat look out of place. Yeah, that's capital word, right? Getting pretty bows. I think that value tend to line with theirs for the most part. Understand things like the code of personality, being mindful, respectful, loyal, economics, gender roles. I could go on. Okay, cynical optimist. Oh, hit the like button. Da-dun. 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 We should organize a people, but it shouldn't be for parties and fucking. It should be for business pertaining to economics, future generations to have solid path for success and wealth. Yeah, Malcolm, there's a lot of people that's doing that around the country, but it doesn't get televised, doesn't get press, and that's a good thing. You know, you don't need no press. Everybody doesn't need to know what you're doing. There's a lot of people that's doing a lot of good things out here, man, but you just don't hear about it. But I know a lot of people that's doing a lot of good things out here, man. They're making a lot of moves out here. But it's a lot of roadblocks too when it comes to us making any power moves. You know, hey, look what happened to Nipsey. That stuff happens to people from time to time. And you don't have to be a celebrity for it to happen to you, but it happens. He just happened to be living in LA and happened to be a celebrity, you know. But you have to live life fearless. No fear. You have to live life like that. No fear. You know, that's how it is. Anything you do is always gonna be some type of resistance from somebody. That's how it is, man. No fear. That's the secret to living life. Just realize you got 22 subs. Yeah, I got 22,000. Yeah. No one cares for us as a people. Nope. All we got is us. After Nipsey died, Nick Cannon announced that he would pick up where Nipsey left off, but I have no problem with how Nick viewed black women. Yeah, I heard about Nick Cannon was gonna do that. That's good. I think it's a good idea. I send money to my dad out in LA a few times a year to support his business. So one day I can take over or expand. What type of business your dad got, Malcolm? We live and die in LA. That place to be. Got to beat it to know it. We live and die in LA. That's a Tupac. What y'all know about that? We live and die in LA. That place to be. We live and die in LA. Big D's, Kansas City style barbecue. Oh, okay. How long you been open? Shouldn't be so concerned if others care for us or not. Just do what we gotta do, then respect will come. I agree with that 100%, William. Gotta force people to respect you. Whatever you want, you gotta take it. You gotta fight for it. And you have to be willing to make whatever sacrifice too. Even death, if need be. That's how it is. See, some guys, the reason why a lot of women don't respect you is because you don't stand for anything. That's the thing. See, there's a lot of guys out here, a bunch of suckers. This is why a lot of guys don't respect. A lot of women don't respect guys out here. They know you a bunch of suckers. In most cases, if you want respect, you gotta take it. That's how this works. You gotta take it. Look. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end this video. Look at what other people did. How did they get in power? Other people got in power because they took it. They took what you had. They took the resources. They took the power. They took the business. They took the currency. Whatever you had, they took the land. They took your woman. They take it. People don't give you anything. They're not gonna give you power. No, it doesn't work that way. That's how the real world works. It's not about sitting down and signing a paper and we're gonna have agreement. Man, please. Look, it works like this. If you don't sign this paper, we're gonna drop a bomb on you next month. So what you gonna do? You gonna sign? We got a deal or what? That's how the real world works out here. Yeah. That's how it really works. You see these people on TV shaking hands. Yeah. But the threats came before that. The threats came before that. The threats came before they sat down and started shaking hands and started talking. Then they signed. And then even after they sign, they're still going to be watching you. And we still might broke the deal. We still might not honor the deal. We'll honor the deal the way we want to work the deal. That's how the real world works out here. That's how real business works. You can't, a lot of us, people have lied to you and told you that, hey, if you negotiate with people, you can't negotiate with everybody. Off top. There's some people you can't negotiate with, but some people lie to you and say, hey, if you sign this paper and we'll have our own land and, we'll be secluded from everybody and we'll be amongst ourselves and nobody's going to bother us. We'll be like the native Indians of today. We'll have 100 acres of land and have a casino. And you don't think you're gonna get attacked? Are you crazy? Man, please. There's a lot of people that are on the internet talking that talk. And you just sign this paper. All we need is what they be saying. We need change our status. Yeah, that's the new status change. You change your status, and we become native to the land, and we'll get our money from the government, and we'll be sovereign, and they go on and on. They go on and on. Well, no, not Morris. No, I'm not even talking about that. That's another story. Yeah, there's a lot of people online talking that crap. Then when they get stopped by the police, they start talking this, oh, I'm a sovereign being and all this stuff. What? Sovereign on this? Police beat the heck out of them. They don't care nothing, but first off, nobody cares about your laws. That's the first thing we gotta get that planted in our skull. Nobody cares about laws. They don't care about laws. That when you get stopped by the cop, half of these cops don't even know. They don't even know the laws. You can't keep up with these laws. They change them every week. They change laws every week, man. How are you gonna keep up with the laws all the time? Come on, stop playing. So you arguing with a cop going back and forth on the side of the road. He's just as ignorant as you. He just happened to have a gun on and a stun gun and handcuffs and mace. You arguing with a person just as ignorant as you. That's a mistake. Man, just take that ticket and move on. And get an attorney and let the attorney take care of the ticket, man. I'm not going back and forth with no crazy cop on the side of the road, man. I've done that before in the past. That was a mistake. It didn't get anywhere. I just ended up making a fool out of myself. Yeah, the status, man. There's strength in numbers, man. If you by yourself, you're an easy target. They're walking around with the fez on, like somebody respect them. Man, those people don't even know. They don't even know what the fez is. They don't even know what it's about. That's how ignorant people are. Nobody cares, man. Look, people. The reason why certain people don't get messed with because they know what's gonna happen to them. They don't do that to none of them brothers in the NOI because they know what's gonna happen to them. They see them brothers at the red light in a bow tie, 95 degrees with a suit on. He ain't sweating one bit, selling newspapers. And the cops see them. Oh, how you doing, sir? And he keep it moving. And why do you think he keep it moving? Because he know that ain't gonna be an easy win. So he said, I'm gonna just move on because I already know what it's gonna be if I get an altercation with him. Because I know who he's down with. He's down with NOI. And that's how you get people off your back. That's how it works in around the world, really, especially in this country. It's all about who you with. That's what it's about. If you down with NOI, even if you in the mafia, same thing. That's how it is, man. Cops will get you sent to hell or heaven as fast as you fart from eating Taco Bell or OC's. No, sorry, but cops has to do what I say because this paper say so. Yeah, cops are worse, especially New York City. I think LA cops are worse than New York. The world works on consequences. Exactly. But the NOI is Masonic, just a different door entered. Yeah. You know. But them cops, most cops, they don't know that. They just see you with a bow tie on, selling newspapers at the red light. Fix the public against blacks. I just told you how to fix it. You fix it, you got to force them to fix it. We have to use money. Money does help. There's strength in numbers, though. Jail is another plantation for us. Of course. I mean, the way they got the Constitution written up is very clever. I think the Constitution says it's illegal to have a slave, but it's not illegal to practice slavery. You see how they play on words like that? So that's how they get over. LA cops used to run their crusades on the freeway, then go to the hood. They'll put their hands on they'll make it look like they were resisting arrest. Well, in LA they got them guerrilla cops over there, man. They train them like military. You know, that's the difference. The LA cops, they shoot first and ask questions later. They got them guerrilla cops over there. So if the cops are guerrilla, like the people, they guerrilla like too, especially if they're in the gangs. I mean, what you expect? If people have to defend themselves, they should. Yeah, it's a twist on words. context. Yeah. So, hey, man, it's been real. Hey, like the video, share the video. Check out my Patreon, all that good stuff. So the plan is to put position for change and organize gathering, but not personal self-image. This whole video was about self-image, cynical optimist. Best thing to do is just lay down, say, live in peace as much as possible. All right, I'm out, man. Peace.